Welcome back to Withywindle Wanderings. This is a place for slow steps, old paths, and listening to the land, to history, and to quiet things we usually just pass right by. Every episode is going to be a walk through places shaped by time, memory, and wonder. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get going. Most people hike this trail for the views, but few know it hides one of Georgia's most haunting stories. This peaceful creek once powered an industry that helped fuel a war and led to one of the largest civilian deportations of the Civil War. Today I'm hiking at Vickery Creek Park in Roswell, Georgia, covering miles 3 through 6 of my 1,000-mile goal. This channel is about more than hiking. It's about walking slowly, listening closely, and remembering the stories that history has almost erased. In 1836, the Roswell Manufacturing Company was founded right here along Vickery Creek. The water flowing beside me along the trail once powered massive textile mills through a system of dams and mill races, engineering the waterfall not for beauty but for control. Water became power, power became profit, and the town of Roswell grew around it. During the Civil War, these mills produced cloth known as Roswell gray, used to make uniforms for Confederate soldiers. That made this place strategically important and ultimately a target. In July of 1864, Union forces under General William T. Sherman entered Roswell during the Atlanta campaign. The mills were burned to the ground to cripple Confederate supply lines. But the destruction did not end with the buildings. Sherman ordered that everyone connected to the mills be arrested. Nearly 400 mill workers, mostly women and children, were accused of treason simply for working there. They were held in the town square, marched to Marietta, imprisoned at the Georgia Military Institute, and then loaded onto trains and sent north, some to Kentucky, some to Indiana, with only few days' rations and no certainty they would survive or ever return home. Families were torn apart, children were displaced, many became sick, some died, only a handful ever made it back home. This forced removal was one of the largest civilian deportations of the Civil War, and it began right here along this creek. After the war, the mills were rebuilt. Life tried to continue, but in 1926, fire destroyed the mills once again, ending the industrial era of Vickery Creek forever. What remains today are fragments, stone foundations, the dam, the waterfall, and the steady sound of water still moving forward. This modern covered bridge now connects the ruins to the Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area, linking past and present, lost and renewal. Today, people come here to hike, to reflect, to breathe. Nature has reclaimed what war and fire once took. And as I walk miles 3 through 6 of my 1,000-mile journey, I'm reminded that every trail carries more than the scenery. Some carry memory, some carry grief, and some quietly ask us to remember. If you're someone who loves quiet trails, forgotten history, and walking with intention, this channel is for you. I'm documenting 1,000 miles of trails, one story at a time, and I am building a community of people who believe that these places matter, and so do the lives tied to them. I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every one, and your experiences can help others see history in new ways. This journey isn't just about distance, it's about awareness, about honoring the ground beneath our feet. Thanks for walking with me through Vickery Creek. There are many miles ahead, and many stories still waiting to be told. Next week, we head to Atlanta, Georgia to explore the haunting history of the Doll's Head Trail, a place where the woods whisper secrets of the past in a very different, yet equally eerie way. You don't want to miss it.
The air was cool under the weeping willow, along the slow rolling waters of the river. It was a day for lazing and for enjoying the surrounding beauty, gentle and kind. I could hear the birds singing, chirping as they play, hear the old patchwork quilt rustle in the shade. In the arms of an ancient willow, reading the stories of life, I found a quiet peace away from worldly strife. I could hear the sound of the water almost silent, slapping soft against the rocks and the sand. It was a wonderful spot, so easy on my mind. I fell into deep thoughts, gentle and kind. I could hear the birds singing, chirping as they play, hear the old patchwork quilt rustle in the shade. In the arms of an ancient willow, reading the stories of life, I found a quiet peace away from worldly strife. And like my father's footsteps, I walk the same ground, searching for meaning in the beauty I have found. In this lovely secluded spot, I finally see the journey of his heart still lives on in me. I could hear the birds singing, chirping as they play, hear the old patchwork quilt rustle in the shade. In the arms of an ancient willow, reading the stories of life, I found a quiet peace away from worldly strife. The air was cool under the weeping willow.
Thank you so much for watching and spending part of your time with us today. We really do appreciate you being here and walking these trails with us. If you'd like to support what we're doing, you can buy us a coffee. There's a link in the description below, or watch for the QR code. We hope you'll join us next week for another walk and another story. Same bat time, same bat channel. See you then.